Hello, the Coastal and Heartland National Estuary Partnership is proud to share this video update of our work to support the City of Cape Coral's water and wildlife protection efforts. First, just a little bit about the CHNEP for those of you who may not be familiar with us. We were formed back in 1995 when Congress designated estuaries and their watersheds from Donna Bay to Estero Bay in Southwest Florida as estuaries of national significance. And as a result, we were folded into the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency's National Estuary Program. As you can see on this map here, we are one of 4 National Estuary Program organizations in Florida and one of 28 in the United States. As such, we receive annual federal funding from Congress to assist in the protection and restoration of water resources and wildlife habitat in the CHNEP area. The CHNEP area covers over 5,000 square miles, including 10 counties and 27 cities. Cape Coral sits at the southern western portion of our service area, encompassing the CALOOSAHATCHEE, one of several major rivers in the CHNEP. The CHNEP exemplifies the power of partnerships as a public-private partnership that is science and consensus-based, non-regulatory, and citizen-supported. Because of private non-federal governmental contributions, volunteers, and donated in-kind services, we've been able to provide $19 worth of restoration for every federal dollar we receive. We greatly appreciate the City of Cape Coral's continued active participation and financial support towards the partnership. CHNEP is working to serve the City of Cape Coral's needs and to meet its goals with numerous City of Cape Coral comprehensive plan objectives and policies aligning with the CHNEP CCMP. All of our work supports our collective comprehensive conservation and management plan, otherwise known as our CCMP. It's the 5-year organizational strategic plan collectively drafted by all of our partners. The CCMP has 4 priority action areas, including water quality improvement, hydrological restoration, fish, wildlife, and habitat protection, and public engagement. You should have received a mailed copy of this coffee table style book, but please feel free to let us know if you'd like additional copies. And it is also electronically available at the CHNEP.org website. It's an excellent resource and reference on the natural resource and resource management needs in our region. First, the CHNEP is aiding Cape Coral's efforts to improve water quality in estuarine waters. CHNEP supports comprehensive and coordinated water quality monitoring and projects and programs that reduce pollutants entering our waterways. One such project that the CHNEP is funding to assist this objective is contributing more than $90,000 annually to the Coastal Charlotte Harbor Monitoring Network, which extends down to include the CALOOSAHATCHEE watershed. This data is essential in tracking water quality conditions for improving water management, informing decision makers on where and how to focus resources to improve water quality. Another project that the CHNEP funds annually is collecting all publicly accessible water quality data and putting it on a web-based public website called the CHNEP Water Atlas. This website has analytical tools and other resources to assist water managers and interested public stakeholders in accessing and interpreting information about local water quality conditions. The site is being continually upgraded and expanded and requires more than $50,000 a year to maintain. Additionally, the CHNEP is working with partner organizations and the citizens of Lee County towards the overarching goal of restoring the tidal CALOOSAHATCHEE River's historically abundant seagrass meadows. We funded over $14,000 to assist citizen scientist volunteers to replant seagrasses in the tidal CALOOSAHATCHEE. We also are currently funding over $45,000 to the FGCU Water School to undertake research to quantify the nutrient removal benefits of seagrass so that municipalities undertaking seagrass restoration can get benefits and credits towards meeting their Basin Management Action Plan regulatory requirements and reducing nutrient pollution in the CALOOSAHATCHEE River. The CHNEP is also working to conserve and protect wetlands. CHNEP supports watershed planning and hydrological restoration that provides the appropriate water levels and flows to these sensitive natural systems. One such project that the CHNEP is funding this coming year is the restoration of the Pine Islands Flatwoods Preserve, a 919-acre passive area that supports 134 wildlife species. CHNEP will be contributing $86,000 towards the hydrological restoration of this Lee County Conservation 2020 public property. Another such surface and groundwater project the CHNEP is currently funding is the Charlotte Harbor Flatwoods Hydrological Restoration Initiative, which covers most of Charlotte and portions of Lee County, including the Cecil Webb and Yucca Pens wildlife preserves, as well as numerous creeks that flow into the eastern Charlotte Harbor and CALOOSAHATCHEE estuaries. This data collection and modeling effort will produce a hydrological restoration planning tool for resource management agencies as to how they can safely restore flows while providing flood protection for existing communities. The CHNEP is devoting over $500,000 to this project. CHNEP is also working to protect wetlands and other environmentally sensitive lands by providing economic data showing the positive economic benefits of doing so. This past year, CHNEP contracted economists to complete an in-depth study to determine the economic value of natural resource protection and management in the CHNEP area. They collected and analyzed copious amounts of economic data across multiple sectors to tease out only those that are directly tied to natural resources. And they determined that the natural resources in the CHNEP area total more than $13.6 billion in economic output annually, generating $3.8 billion in regional income and $146 million in local and state tax revenues. This in turn has supported over 148,000 jobs annually. The economic study has also divided those total results into the separate water basins in the CHNEP. For the CALOOSAHATCHEE Basin, which includes portions of Cape Coral, illustrated in turquoise in this map, the primary economic sectors were tourism and agriculture. The natural resource protection and restoration projects in the CALOOSAHATCHEE Basin generate $2.82 billion in economic benefits annually, $2.05 billion in property value premiums, $841 million in agricultural production, and $2.08 billion in recreational spending. We also have the economic results from other basins in the Lee County area, including the Pine Island Matlacha Basin and the Estero Bay Basin in the full report and fact sheets for this study on the CHNEP.org website. Finally, the CHNEP is aiding Cape Coral's efforts to protect and monitor ecological communities and endangered species. CHNEP supports the protection and management of critical habitat areas. CHNEP recently hired a team of environmental experts to create a master habitat restoration needs plan for the region, compiling all existing habitat plans and integrating cutting-edge climate science on sea level rise with regards to habitat migration to identify areas that are needed to preserve important wildlife habitat now and into the future. The private habitat preservation conservation opportunities outlined here in blue, when combined with the existing public management restoration areas in greens, illustrate the landscape level habitat corridors and areas that are needed to sustain our native wildlife and endangered species for generations to come. Zooming into the CALOOSAHATCHEE Basin, you can see in the left map all the privately owned preservation conservation opportunities, including native habitat essential for wildlife. On the right habitat map are all the publicly owned areas with over 60,000 acres suitable for enhancement to improve their habitat values. We additionally have results from the other basins in the full report also on the CHNEP.org website. Finally, we just want to say the City of Cape Coral's participation in the CHNEP is essential for us to know how to best serve your needs. We have our policy committee of appointed agency officials and elected leaders, our management committee of staff directors and lead staff, our citizens advisory committee of community leaders, and our technical advisory committee of technical staff and scientists, with each of these committees meeting 3 times a year. Currently, we have a representative from the City of Cape Coral on all of our committees, and it's represented on the CAC by way of our Lee County member. Thank you to the City of Cape Coral for being a member of the Coastal National Estuary Partnership. If you'd like more information, please feel free to go to our website, CHNEP.org, or email us. And also never hesitate to reach out to me personally, Jennifer Hecker, Executive Director of the Coastal and Heartland National Estuary Partnership. Thank you so much.